Chapter 18. Death and Legacy. The village was quiet, the sky grey and heavy. Nia sat beside Gogo, her eyes filled with sadness. Gogo, she whispered, why do people die? Gogo took her hand gently. Because life is a journey, my child, and every journey has a resting place. Nia swallowed. But it hurts when someone leaves. Gogo nodded. Yes, grief is the price of love. But those who leave do not vanish. They live in our stories, our values, our choices. She looked toward the hills. Legacy is what remains when breath is gone. A kind person leaves kindness. A wise person leaves wisdom. A selfish person leaves emptiness. Nia leaned closer. And you, Gogo? What will you leave? Gogo smiled softly. I will leave you my wisdom, my love, my stories, and through you I will live again. Chapter 19. The Power of Blessings. The sun rose brightly as Gogo sprinkled water on the doorstep. Thando watched curiously. Gogo, why do you always bless the house in the morning? Because blessings are seeds, Gogo said. When spoken with love, they grow wherever they land. She lifted her hands and whispered a prayer. The teachings say, a blessing strengthens and protects, but a curse weakens the heart. Blessings are gifts of life. Nia joined her. Can anyone bless? Yes, Gogo replied. A child can bless. A stranger can bless. Blessing comes from a pure heart and kind intentions. Chapter 20. The Power of Curses. The evening sky had turned a deep indigo, and the fire crackled softly as the children gathered close to Gogo Nomvula. Shadows danced against the hut walls, and the air felt still, as if the ancestors themselves were listening. Masego shifted uneasily. Gogo, people in the village speak about curses. Some say words can follow a person for life. Is it true? Gogo stirred the fire with a long stick. You ask a heavy question, my boy. Yes, it is true. Words carry power. Blessings give life, but curses bring destruction. Lethabo pulled her blanket tighter. But how can words hurt someone if they are just sounds? Gogo looked at her tenderly. Because words are not just sounds, they are spirit. They enter the heart, they settle in the mind, they shape destiny. Thando frowned. So if someone curses me, will bad things follow me? Gogo shook her head. Not if your heart is clean and your walk is righteous. A curse can only land where there is an open door. Fear, hatred, wrongdoing, or guilt. She continued gently. The teachings say the curse of the wicked has no power over the innocent. But if a person curses others, insults them, or wishes them harm, they invite darkness into their own home. Nia whispered, Gogo, have you ever seen someone harmed by a curse? Gogo sighed deeply. Yes, a man who was filled with jealousy cursed his own brother. The words returned to him like a boomerang, and his life fell apart. You see, a curse is like throwing a stone into the wind. It returns to the thrower. Masego nodded slowly. So the power is not only in the words, but in the heart behind them. Exactly, Gogo said. When a heart is filled with anger or malice, words become weapons. But when a heart is filled with peace, no weapon formed against it will prosper. She placed her hand on Nia's shoulder. Children, remember this. Power comes with responsibility. Never use your tongue to harm. Your mouth is a sacred instrument made for truth, comfort, and blessing. Thando exhaled. So, if someone curses us, what do we do? Gogo leaned closer, her voice soft but firm. You answer with silence or blessing. Light does not fight darkness, it simply shines. Live with integrity, and no darkness can cling to you. The fire crackled again, sending sparks upward like tiny stars. And lastly, Gogo said, her eyes glowing with warmth, guard your heart from envy, anger, bitterness, and hatred. These are doors through which curses enter. Keep your heart clean, your spirit humble, and your words pure, and you will walk protected all your days. She lifted her hands gently toward the sky. May your tongues speak life. May your hearts hold peace. And may your footsteps always remain under the light of God and the ancestors. The children closed their eyes as the night wrapped around them like a soft blanket. The continuation of wisdom. The night had grown quiet and the children were long asleep. Gogo Nomvula sat alone beneath the marula tree, her shawl wrapped around her shoulders, listening to the whispers of the wind. She looked toward the heavens and smiled. I have planted the seeds, she murmured. May they grow in their hearts long after my footsteps fade. Though the fire had burned low, its embers still glowed, small but steady, just like the wisdom she had shared. Wisdom does not vanish with age, nor does it end with the teller. It travels through generations, carried by those who listen, honor, and live it. As the moon climbed higher, Gogo closed her eyes. She felt the presence of her ancestors around her, felt their pride, their strength, their eternal guidance. May these children walk with courage, she whispered. May their tongues bring life. May their hands build peace. May their hearts remain humble. And may the wisdom of God and the ancestors carry them through every joy and every shadow. Somewhere in the distance, a nightbird called. The world exhaled, and the story of wisdom continued through the children, through their children, and through every reader who carries even one lesson forward. Wisdom never ends, it only changes voices.